with quarterbacks, it's a different story. You gotta, wait out. That's why Tua is so confusing, because I'm like, all right, do I buy into this whole narrative? He's unathletic. He can't really do all this. He's a bust. Or do I be patient and wait it out? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I really don't. But I'm waiting on these guys, but you really just gotta watch. And it's not necessarily talent that makes someone great. Like Montana wasn't the most talented, nor was Manning or Brady. They weren't the most talented, but you knew they were great. They had other qualities that made them great. Brady was a great leader. Manning was a god on the line with his audibles. Montana was cool under pressure. Montana and Brady were great leaders. Manning was great at adjusting, But, you watched some of these guys and you knew. When you saw Rodgers throw a ball for the first time, you're like, okay, that's something we haven't seen before. With Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck, it's like, they're good. You know that. And that's why I'm looking at preseason stats right now, because you got to pay attention to it. It's big. And as a Packer fan, I'm paying attention to it a lot more, because Jordan Love, for the first time since I started following football, the preseason actually matters to the Packers. Jordan Love has to do well. But I don't know. We'll see how these guys do. One guy that was interesting to me was Trey Lance. He had some stats, he had an 80-yard touchdown pass. He had a couple plays that I watched and saw. I was like, okay, that's nice. But his stat line concerns me a bit. 5 for 14, sacked 4 times, fumbled. That worries me a bit. Now I know he's just going to ease in. They're just easing him in right now because he's not the starter. It's Jimmy G right now. And I got a stat real quick. 583 days. Lance has completed, in the last 583 days, that's almost 2 years, Lance has completed 20 passes. He just doesn't get more snaps, and, he hasn't played in almost 2 years. Now, he'll be ready eventually, but currently it's not looking good. So hopefully, cross our fingers, Jimmy G is healthy this season. And, you always got to make sure your quarterback's ready. The right quarterback, look at the Bucs. That's the perfect example right now. The right quarterback turns a team around. They were 7-9. No one thought they were a playoff team. We saw Brady join them, and it was like, okay, whatever. But then what happens? He straight dominated in the playoffs. Regular season, they were just they were really just a tier 2 team. I thought of them as playoff contenders who could maybe win one game. I did not think of them as Super Bowl contenders. But, the right quarterback can turn it completely around. And Lance will be ready at some point. But that's the downside of Garoppolo. Because he's, it's not a guarantee he's going to stay healthy. And, if he gets hurt this season, Lance might not be ready. And it's going to be a rough position. All right. Let's get some music on. Come on now. We are right now, you know what's happening? You guys actually haven't seen me for a full NFL season yet. You saw me towards the end of one. In December, right? That's when I started doing my podcast. By the way, I wanted to thank you guys for no one dropping me after this 2-week absence. I didn't go up any downloads either, but I understand that. That's not the music, by the way. Come on now.
Sit. Pause. Stay.
Alright. So Frank Reich said that Eason and Eilinger, their mixed performances was the best case scenario. And, think about this. When Eric Fisher, Quentin Nelson, and Carson Wentz come back, I think they're going to do a very good job. They're going to be a very good team. Where did I have them on my rankings? Number 7. And the great thing about them is they have Jonathan Taylor, who I think is going to have a breakout season and be very good. And that's going to be huge because Carson Wentz, that way you can just ease him in. You don't need him to do a lot, That's what I was hoping was going to happen for Stafford, but then Cam Akers got injured, so it's going to be tough. But they can take pressure off of Wentz with Jonathan Taylor. They're going to have Quentin Nelson back soon. Eric Fisher as well. They're going to be a great team when they come back. And Eason and Eilinger aren't the worst backups. So it could be a lot worse than it is right now. Don't worry about that, Colts fans. Alright. So Zach Wilson showed promise in his debut. What did he have? 6 for 9, 63 yards, 87 passer rating. He did pretty well. I don't know. But, what I liked about Wilson is he looked confident. Like, some quarterbacks look shaky, like, they're not very confident. He looked confident. And honestly, the only thing I worry about, like, they're kind of asking Zach Wilson to almost... Like, when you get drafted by a broken franchise as a quarterback, you're basically being asked to save the franchise. Which is hard to do. But, what they should be looking at with Zach Wilson is because I think they can be competitive. I think they're just going to be competitive. But you want a quarterback who can save the team occasionally in crucial situations. So, if Zach Wilson can do that, the Jets are actually in a good spot right now. For once in their life, they're in a good spot. Alright. So, this is good news for me as a Packers fan. Jordan Love's MRI came back clean. I liked what I saw with him. I really did. I thought he may have had the best performance out of everyone. He did have the benefit of playing the Texans, though, so... Sorry for that. Am I really that impressed? I am. I think for a debut, I think he has the most pressure on him out of any quarterback. At least they get the rookie discount. At least people can look at them and say, okay, well, they're a rookie. They can pick it up. You're looking at Jordan Love like, dude, you gotta, like, he might have to start next year. He's got pressure. People are going to be looking at this, and next year they're going to be like, if he doesn't do well, like in this one, if he doesn't do well, they're going to be saying next year he's not going to do well, But he does have kind of a Mahomes-Lance feel to him, He's not Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying that, but he has that kind of feel to him. Kind of like Mac Jones has a Tom Brady feel. He just ain't Tom Brady. But, he is very athletic. He's just the best, biggest athlete on the field all the time. Which is very Mahomes and Lance-like. But, I think he did a very good job. A lot better than I actually expected, so. Alright. Cannot wait for that. Alright. What are we? What is this, 55 minutes into the podcast? I'm going to decide right now on every rookie and Jordan Love, their stock on after their debut. Alright. Okay. So Trevor Lawrence, his stock, I wouldn't say is going up, but I wouldn't say it's going down either, so I'm going to say sideways. The reason he's not going down, because honestly, normally I'd lead more to it's going down. Reason he's not is because it's hard to adjust from a competent organization like Clemson to a Jaguars organization with a rookie coach. But he had 6 for 9, 71 yards. He did fumble once, and he had a 90 quarterback rating. Not a bad first impression, but I can't say he's going up because he didn't really impress me that much. But I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because he is in a rough situation right now. Alright. Zach Wilson, I'm going to say he's going a bit sideways right now because Wilson, the thing with him is, I don't know. It's, he had a good performance. It's just, I don't think he played enough for me to say I'm liking him right now. But I think, I don't know. I'm not sure about him right now. So I'm just going to say trending sideways. Trey Lance his stock is going sideways, definitely. I don't know where he is right now. Well, I know where he is. He's in a position where he hasn't played in almost 2 years, and he has to adjust. It's hard to do. But right now, I can't say he's trending up because he didn't really have a dominant game. So I'm going to say he's going a bit sideways. Justin Fields. I'm going to say he's going up. His stock is going up after this debut. He may have had these. Him and Love, I think, had the most impressive outings out of everyone. He 106 quarterback rating, 1 touchdown, 14 for 20. I think that's a very good debut. I think he looked very athletic, very explosive. So he's going up. Mac Jones going up. Because he basically did what I think New England is going to ask of him. Be accurate, be confident. Which he was. So, definitely trending up. He was very accurate. 13 for 19. 87 yards. Did he have a turnover in the game? Alright, no turnovers. That's promising. So I'm saying he's going up. Jordan Love is going up. His stock is going up. I know he played the Texans, but I think for a guy's first outing, under the amount of pressure he was on, 12 for 17, 122 yards, a touchdown, only 1 turnover, a 110 quarterback rating. I think that's a great debut. All right. So that is it for today's podcast. It was very long because, obviously, I had to cover 2 weeks of stuff, so. Alright, I think this is good stuff today. Google Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, or iHeartRadio. This is Dylan Miller on Daily Dose of Dylan, and I will be back tomorrow. See you.